Hello there and welcome to another video. Any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments. If you want more videos on investing on the stock market, hit subscribe. So one of the big industries at the moment, and one that is growing very fast, is the cloud and open source business. Most big tech companies are involved in this, and I think it's only going to grow going into the future. Now, the cloud and open source business is based around storing things on the internet and controlling who has access to this information. That's very broadly speaking. And I'm going to go through the major players. Now, keep in mind, these are all massive tech companies, and the cloud is not the only thing they make money from, but it's a big part of it, and I think it's going to grow in the future. And there's a lot of additional services and add-on functions to the cloud and to open source, which can be additional revenue sources for these companies. Now, I'm not going to list Amazon. Amazon is the biggest cloud company, but it's so much more. It's hardly a cloud play. So I'll start off with an even bigger company than Amazon. I'm going to start off with Microsoft. Pretty much the biggest player outside of Amazon, and it's growing super fast. Microsoft has about a 12% share of the cloud and does about 20 billion in cloud revenue. So that's obviously ridiculous. Microsoft is seen as maybe the most innovative player in the space and is growing very fast. Next one is going to be Salesforce, so that's CRM. Now again, they do a lot of other things. Now Salesforce does about 10 billion in cloud and open source revenue. Very innovative company. The stock is on fire. A great CEO, so this is definitely a play to look into. It's a bit smaller than Microsoft, so there's more potential for growth and high returns. Next one is going to be another US company called Redhat. Another bit smaller company, the Microsoft stock is on fire, very popular, very innovative. Now they do about 3 billion in cloud revenue. So this is all very small compared to Microsoft, but the most important thing is not necessarily how big of a market share you have of the total cloud market, but how big the share is compared to how big the company is. So Redhat is, 1/5 of the size of Microsoft. So if Redhat only has, 4% market share, they're pretty much almost doing better than Microsoft in a way. It's all relative, right? Next one is obviously going to be the one and only Google. Now Google is involved in everything apparently, and Google does they have about 5% market share, and they do about 2.2 billion in cloud. Now keep in mind that is 2.2 billion in cloud and open source services, I think. So it's not all cloud, but it's a big part of it. Maybe a little bit disappointing for Google, but again, Google is doing everything. So next one is going to be a German company, I believe, called SAP SE. They do about 22 billion in open source and cloud revenue, and they're from Germany. They do 22 billion in revenue, 3 billion only from the cloud apparently. So big company, a big part of it is cloud, and they're actually making more from the cloud than Google, and they're not close to the size of Google. I think they're like 25% of the size of Google or something. And it's a German company, so it's a play for Europe. There's not too many cloud competitors in Europe, but cloud and open services is a global thing. It doesn't matter where the company is based. The only thing that matters is the technology and the reach of your website, basically. Last one is going to be Oracle, another US company. US is doing very well at the technology front, especially the cloud and open services business. They do about 6 billion from the cloud, so that's actually a very big chunk of the revenue. They actually do more than any of these companies apart from Microsoft and Salesforce. So Oracle might be a black horse in this race, dark horse, sorry, and maybe you want to bet on Oracle instead of some of these more known plays. So I hope you get involved in the cloud. I would say at least have one investment in the cloud. Personally, I don't. I'm invested in Alibaba and Amazon, which do cloud, but they're not necessarily pure cloud plays. I hope this helps. Let me know if I missed any companies. And as always, until next video.